What is going on, my fashionista friends? Welcome to the Sewing Encyclopedia and another video. Now I'm going to show you what I'm going to do first is measure out. So what we need to do is measure out. So there is your lengthwise grain along the selvage, and that's your cross grain, right? So what I need to do is I need to try and do it according to what measurements I've taken. So 45 that way and 40 centimeters this way. So if I go 40 centimeters, 45 centimeters on the length, right? And okay. So 45 centimeters here, right? Now, the main thing about blocking, it has to be torn. You cannot cut it. It's simply because all the thread, because then what's happening is you're actually breaking it along one piece of thread. So when you block it and pull and trying to make the whole fabric square, it is actually going to sit, it's actually going to be right. Okay, so basically I've torn that bit off. Okay, now along this I need to go 40 centimeters. Now you've got selvage, which is the edge of a fabric, right? I don't want it, so I'm going to get rid of that. Alright, now the next step, I need 40 centimeters here. So now effectively I've got the piece of fabric that I planned to get in the beginning. So that's for my top section. Now if you can see on the camera, see how crooked that really is. Because if I take a ruler, right, and you just work it out according to the edge of the table, see how crooked that is. So what we're going to do next is we need to change the way that fabric is. So what we're going to do is we are going to stretch it out here and stretch it out here, so that we can start straightening the fabric out, because it's crooked. Now it's still quite crooked, so most fabrics are really well starched, so you need to be quite mindful of that. So there you go. How's that? That's getting better. So obviously I need to keep ironing it till it gets right. So again, it's basically like if you're pattern making, you square out a piece of paper. It's pretty, and you mark a square out before you start a pattern because you want it to be symmetrical. So if you see that is now more or less square. I'm going to go and iron it, and then I will show you how we're going to mark this process. All right. I think that seems. That's not bad. Now it is absolutely essential that you do this correctly, because it makes a massive difference. Now just remember also, there's lots of threads around. It personal preference, but I get really irritated with them. So I want to get rid of everything. I just want it to be as clean as possible, because the cleaner I make this, it's sort of it makes it easier to start the next step, because especially if you're going to mark out and if you're going to be using this properly, you want it to be right. Okay?